Good morning, everybody. This is your boy, the e-bike guy, and today we're gonna be doing a review on the Troxus Lynx. And as you can see there before me, this is a Troxus Lynx e-bike, and it's been one heck of an e-bike and everything. As you can see, I had did an unboxing and the first impressions of this e-bike, and my impressions was I really like the design of this bike. Love the rack in the back with the wood grain. I absolutely love that. And you know me as a DIY e-bike, a builder, coming to something that's that's really out of the box, from the factory. This is a pretty good looking e-bike. So anyways, as you can see over there, I have my son's e-bike kid's e-bike. I have it outside because I wanted to show you some similarities that these two e-bikes has. But before I do that, we're gonna go and give you some specifications and features of what this e-bike has right here. All right, so first and foremost, Troxus sent me this e-bike in black, and I really like the black on this e-bike. It looks very stealthy. My favorite color is blue, but this is kind of growing on me a little bit. I just kind of love the aesthetics of it. So let's go ahead and talk some of the specifications this e-bike has to offer right quick. So we're gonna go up here to the display, to the front of the cockpit, and as you can see, this is a very nice, big, bright display. And we're gonna go ahead and turn the button on. So as you can see, I just charged it up last night, so it's a fully charged battery. As you can see, I've put in about 46 miles on this e-bike, so I've pretty ridden this bike almost everywhere, just to get the feel of the e-bike and everything. So at nighttime, you have no problem seeing this. Actually, you're almost gonna have to put on some glasses, some shades to see this bad boy because it is so bright. But anyways, it's visible in the daylight, no problems with that. And you have your pedal assist right here. So as we pull the plus, and then there we go. We got a total of 5 pedal assists, and we're gonna go all the way down to 0. And 0 means that you just be pedaling. You don't have no throttle, no pedal assist. Anyways, you have your miles per hour, you have your battery, and also you have your miles. But you can also turn it into watts. So if you go and you press the information button, which is in the middle, and you can go ahead and then change that. You have time. I need to set that time. I need to figure out how to do that though. And then you got your calories, and then here's your power meter, which is your watts. And we're gonna get into that later on as we take a ride on this e-bike. So you can go ahead and go into the settings by pressing the hold the information button down, and it takes you into your settings. And I already been into the settings. I changed the speed on it, which really doesn't make big of a difference, you know what I mean? But you can select your settings and everything, and information. Just press the information, and you can select your units, your brightness of your display if you want it. If it's too bright, you can turn it down, which is right here. So you have brightness is 5. You can turn it down to about 1, so it's not so bright on your eyes and everything. But I like to keep it at 5 because it is so nice. And then to get out of the menu, you just press and hold the information button. Press and hold it, and you're back to the menu settings. So very simple, very intuitive, very straightforward. Like the display and everything on it, so that's a good touch right there. So all right, let's talk about this shifter right here. So I really love these trigger shifters because I also have one. That's the similarities I want to talk to you about this bike and my son's bike, because he also have the same shifter, and it's made by Shimano. So let me put it right here. So it's a Shimano shifter. I love these trigger shifters because you have a lot of room to work with when you want to add a twist throttle or a half twist throttle. But since there's no room on this bike, because the shifter takes up more room on this side, you have Troxus decided to add the thumb throttle on the left side instead of the right. I don't know if it's a pro or con, but I just find that very interesting. It takes some time to get used to because I'm always used to the twist throttle or half twist throttle on the right. But But anyways, I'd rather have this shifter on here rather than the Mickey Mouse, because most of the e-bikes, they come with those the gray or a black type shifter that has that thumb push at the top, and then at the on the bottom they have a button at the bottom to actually downshift into a higher gear. But they just look, I'm not gonna say ugly, but they're more practical. Every e-bike has them. You ain't gonna see an e-bike out of the box with this type of shifter right here. So I'd rather prefer that over any shifter any day. And oh, those twist shifters, no, don't even worry about them. They're for just, you know, those, I say budget bikes. They just, you know, if you're gonna build an electric bike, do not add a twist shifter. I'd rather see the Mickey Mouse type shifter rather than a twist shifter, but I prefer this over any other shifter though. So as you can see, we have a bell that is integrated with the Tektro brake handle on the left. So that's a pretty neat design right here, to actually have a bell integrated with the brake. So that's kind of nice. All right, so let's go down here to the rear of the bike. So as you see, we have a Bafang 750 watt hub motor, and this is gear drive, not direct drive like you see on this one right here. Now the difference between a direct drive and a gear drive is that you can go low on the power, and you can actually get more efficient. You can get more efficiency out of the gear hub motor than you can a direct drive motor. So, and it's better to go up hills and everything. So if you compare this with a 750 watt direct drive, it's going to suffer when going up hills. So that's why the companies actually go with a geared hub motor rather than a direct drive. And then now, so as you can see, we have the Tektro, and these are cable actuated brakes. And let me tell you something. Now that's another similarity is that this bike and my son's bike have in common. They have 160 millimeter rotors, just like the one on the Troxus Lynx. My son has 160 millimeter rotors. They both have cable driven brake calipers. Now I'm gonna tell you something about these cable driven brakes. Now, not all e-bikes need hydraulic brakes. So I be seeing people on reviews, they're reviewing these e-bikes with these cable actuated brakes. So, oh, you need hydraulics, I'm paying this much money, you need hydraulic brakes. Not all e-bikes don't need it, because see, look, if y'all understand physics, this is a 20-inch wheel. My son e-bike is a 20-inch wheel, so he has cable actuated brakes. This bike right here goes twice as fast as the Troxus Lynx, and he can lock these tires up. I can actually lock these tires up too on this e-bike. The brakes are fine. So some of the reviews, you know what I mean, I know that they got to do what they got to do and everything, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm you know me, I'm coming from a DIY aspect, you know, going into you know, an e-bike that's manufactured from, you know, out of the, you know, from a company. These cable actuated brakes are just fine. There's no need to upgrade to hydraulic brakes. If you want to upgrade to hydraulic brakes, by all means, go right ahead. But what I'm trying to tell you, from a standpoint of view, you don't really need to do it, man, because these brakes are just fine. They're A-okay. I'm just telling you, my opinion, they're good. So, anyways, now on the Troxus Explorer, now you might need that's when you might need the hydraulic brakes, because you're actually turning more rotation. It's a rotation mass, a lot bigger wheel, especially as a fat tire bike, 26x4, especially with the Kindles. I love the Kindles, by the way, the Kindle Crusade, that's what these called. But anyways, so you have a lot more rotating mass. So yeah, you're gonna need the hydraulic brakes on that one, and they have 180 millimeter rotors. Bigger the rotor, less heat that is actually conspired with the brake caliper, so it has to stop, you know. But like I say, this bike right here, top speed is 28 miles an hour on pedal assist and 20 miles an hour on throttle. Now I'm gonna get into that too. I'm gonna get into that what I think about the throttle and the pedal assist. Okay, so we're gonna get into that later. Anyways, like I say, I did this in the unboxing. The first thing I seen was this rear rack. I love the wood grain, and it just make this bike looks more luxury. You know, you don't see too many of a wood grain rack on a production e-bike. You know, you're gonna see the metal, and that's it. Love what they did with the tail light. The tail light does work, and at night we're gonna get onto that night ride soon. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the e-bike back on, and then to turn the head on, just press the headlight button, and you see how the display had dimmed itself. So when we come back right here, brake lights on, and then we're gonna hold the brake. We're gonna press the brake, and we're gonna show you. So there we go. So you have brake lights too. So that's a really nice feature that Troxus is doing now. We also have the logo down here. It's kind of dirty because we had did some off-road riding. What we're gonna do some more today, just to show you how rugged this e-bike is. The seat, nice and comfortable. Now I'm gonna tell you something about the Troxus seat. Like the way they did their branding. They have the insignia in the back and everything. Now, for a little commute around town and everything, this seat right here is adequate. But if you're gonna go on some long rides and everything, especially say like you're doing a 15-hour ride, 15-mile ride, I'm gonna say, the seat will get a little bit uncomfortable to the point where you have to take breaks and everything. So I just want to point that out. Also, I like the way they did the signal e-bike. Like that. That's tight. And we're gonna go ahead and turn this off. Turn the headlight off by just pressing the headlight button, and then press and hold the power button, and it turns it off. All right, so here we are. As you can see right here, here's the cadence sensor. This is the pedal assist sensor right here, and then we have the charging port. And to access that charging port, you just want to lift your get your finger in the back, lift it up, and then boom, there's your charging port right there. And it's nice and sealed right there. Now, to remove the battery, I'm finna go get the key, and I'm gonna show you how to remove this battery. It's a little bit, at times it's gonna get a little bit troublesome, but you'll get used to it when you remove the battery. Some people prefer just to leave the battery in the bike, but like me, if I'm gonna ride this to the store, I'm taking this battery out. So we're gonna go ahead and see, show you how to remove this battery. All right, so I'm gonna be doing this with one hand, so you have to bear with me right quick. So what you want to do is you just want to turn the wheel, you know, slightly towards the left or right. And you want to put your key in. You want to turn it clockwise, and then once you turn it clockwise, this right here will pop. And then there's a lever right here, and then you just you know, just press the lever over to the left or right, and then you see the battery compartment comes off. And all you have to do is kind of just lift the battery, and then pull up, and then the battery comes out. Now, so as you can see, I did this in the unboxing already. Just want to go over it again. So this is a 40 volt 20 amp hour battery. You don't really see many e-bikes out there that has a 20 amp hour battery. You're gonna see one that comes with either a 10 amp hour, 13 amp hour, maybe 15 amp hours, but not really a 20 amp hour. So this is gonna give you a good range, and this thing has Samsung cells in it. You're not gonna go wrong with this battery right here at all. And up top you have a power meter. So let me get that down. Let me set it down here carefully. And as you can press the button, and it gives you an indicator light. So you know it has a yellow and it has a red when it's dead and everything. So this is a little power meter. There you go. So yeah, nice big heavy battery too. It's pretty. It weighs a little. It's very healthy. It's probably the half the weight of the bike, as a matter of fact. So let me show you how to put this battery back in. So you want to come right down here, and you want to just slip it in like that, pull down, and push up. As you can see right here, pushing up and close. It closes automatically. Take your key, turn it clockwise all the way till it stops, and then pull the key out. And that's how you take the battery out, put the battery back in. I understand you have to turn the wheel slightly because of the fender is going to get in the way, which is has another Troxus logo right here, the Troxus logo, sorry. And I love the way they did the the spacers, and then they have the Troxus logo right here. So that's pretty nice right there. So this bike is pretty screaming quality like that. There's something like the Adventure Bound, but it's not, you know, a cargo bike. You know, it's not longer, but they have that same frame shape, you know, which I really like. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like folding bikes too, but man, they all the same, as you know what I mean. So this is a little bit different. It's not a folding e-bike, but at the end of the day, I really don't care about that, you know, because I'll be manhandling this bad boy, the back of a truck and everything. So we're gonna be talking up front right here. So it has a front fork. I don't know what the brand name of that is right there, but it seems to do a good job riding off roads and everything. I wouldn't recommend taking this out on the stream trails and everything. If you're gonna be doing that, then I advise you to look elsewhere, you know, into something that's more capable. Anyways, this front fork will do. It also has a preload adjustment. On the other side, it has a suspension lockout. So right now it's open, so we just go ahead and close it. Now once you close it, the suspension becomes completely stiff. It turns it into a straight fork without no suspension. So that's just something you just riding on roads a lot. You're not going on no trails, you know, you're on the sidewalk a lot. So, and this what helps with transferring the torque, because if you have this open, some of the torque get lost because of the suspension and everything. So you just open up, just turn that switch back to open, and there you go. And just some of the little details that comes with the e-bike, like I like how they did the garment to actually match the frame, the upper frame right here that welds to the steer tube. I also like the welding. I'm also a welder too, so I know these are nice welds right here, especially when you're dealing with aluminum. That's a really good welds, real good welds right here. This is probably where the controller's housed at right here. So I like the welds on that. It makes it look like it look factory spec, you know. It's a nice chain ring. I forgot what teeth it was, but if you want to know exactly what teeth these are, I think there's other videos that knows exactly the specs of his teeth. But anyways, I'm gonna get into this later about pedaling this e-bike with the pedal assist, okay? I'm gonna get into it later as we do a ride video on this thing. Also has a Shimano Altus derailleur, which it ships good. It came dialed in already out of the box, so I didn't have to do no adjustments there. Actually, I hadn't do no adjustments to any other components in this e-bike, the brakes and everything. As you know, in the box we had to put the tire on, the front fender, and the handlebars. Other than that, everything came together as is out of the box, which is good. That was a good unboxing video for the Troxus Lynx. And the last thing I wanted to say is that the headlight is right there mounted in the front, and that is a very bright headlight for as an out of the box e-bike, because this headlight actually is brighter than the headlights you buy from Walmart, like, you know, the Schwinn's the 300 lumen headlights you can just mount on the bike, like this one right here. But it's no comparison to this now. This one's super bright. Y'all seen that a long time ago in my videos. But as far as out of the box e-bike, this headlight is very bright, and I'm gonna show you exactly how it is when we do a night ride video on this e-bike. So, and there you have it. That is the introduction of this Troxus Lynx. Very nice e-bike. And now we're gonna go ahead and see how she rides, and my son's gonna be riding with me on his e-bike. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. So all right, before I wanted to do a little ride video on the Troxus Lynx, I wanted to show you some about these three chargers, okay? So the one in the middle is the one that comes with the Troxus Lynx. It is a I think it's a 54 volt, let's see, 3 amp charger. Let's see here, 54.6, so you can see right here, and it's also a 3 amp charger. So I'm gonna put that down here. Now this is the charger I use to charge my son's bike, e-bike, his bike, which is over there to the left. Now this one is a 67 volt 3 amp charger, okay? Now here's my charger I charge my e-bike with. Now this is a Statiator. It's a by Tech, and this is from 48. It can also charge, you know, lead acid batteries all the way to 96 volts, I think. But I use this to charge my my 8,000 watt e-bike and my son's 5,000 watt e-bike. But what I want to say is that the charger that comes with the Troxus Lynx is heavy. It's heavier than that, but almost weighs the same as the Tech. So what I'm saying is that this has better build quality than this charger that I brought from Amazon. I'm not saying that this charger is bad by any means, because this charger does charge up my son's e-bike. What I'm saying that I think this has a better build quality than that charger, and almost same is on par with this charger, but this charger has more features than this charger because it only charges on one battery, which is the Troxus Lynx. So I just wanted to point that out about these three chargers, that this is almost in the same part far as weight goes as the Tech Statiator charger, which is a very, very good. That way you know you're getting a darn good quality charger when you purchase that Troxus Lynx. Anyways, another key note is that this charger, and when I'm saying that this charger is on the same form factor as this one, these two both get hot. And what I'm saying is that this has a fan in it. These two don't have fans in it, so they got something going on where they don't need a fan. All the heat is transferred on the outside. So if you run that bike completely dead, or even you drop 2 bars and you charge this thing, this charger will get hot, same as this one. So if you try to pick this charger up while it's charging and it's very hot, you're gonna feel it to the touch. Okay, so just letting you know that these chargers right here will get hot. Okay, and just let you know that the charger is actually working. It's not meaning that it's gonna blow up on you. That means that they instead of using a fan, they got some type of coolant system inside of it that transfer heat all into the outside of these chargers, so they can charge, because these chargers are working hard to charge the batteries up at a full rate, 3 amps. But just let you know that this the charger on the Troxus Lynx will get hot. Don't worry, it's just letting you know that the charger is actually working. All right, so here we are. We getting some seat time on a Troxus Lynx e-bike, and we're gonna be doing some little bit of riding around, taking a little bit off road. I got my boy E-bike Kid, he's with us. There he is right there. And right now I'm going to tell y'all what I noticed about this e-bike in particular, because as you know, I've been putting a lot of miles on this bike, and I've been collecting some data. And so I'm gonna tell you about the obvious right quick. So we got the pedal assist. We also have the thumb throttle on the left hand side. And so I did notice that when you and I noticed a lot of YouTubers have reviewed this bike too. Go ahead. You want to go this way? That way? So the top speed, I got the top speed with pedal assist up to 28 miles an hour. But as you know, full throttle, it gets up to 20. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do some top speed runs, and I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. But we're gonna go ahead and take it down here to our little favorite thing down here where we practice and everything. So in all reality, this bike rides smooth. Hey, E-bike Kid, turn left. So far as riding goes, handling goes, the bike handles perfect. And I did a lot of reviews on this on other e-bikes, and sometimes it handles a little different because I think the angle of the steer tube is just a little bit more steep, I believe. I don't know, but it doesn't feel like the front tire is actually fighting against me to turn. So it has a good handling characteristics already. So Troxus did good by putting this bike together. And anyways, about the Tetra brakes, that even though they're not hydraulic, there's no need for hydraulic brakes. This bike stops as is without the need of hydraulic brakes. So y'all talking about needing hydraulic brakes, I'm finna do it. Here we go. Whoa! Wow. Okay, so that was interesting. So, you know, I've been jumping with my 8,000 watt and my 5,000 watt e-bike. The front end on this bike is so light. I mean, you have to be careful when you actually approaching the jump because it will lift up on you. I mean, the front wheel was like way up high. Oh man, the front suspension is good. It's good. Now this is not. It's not serve as a. Now this is not serve as to be riding off road heavily. Now if you're gonna be doing some crazy behind stunts and everything, I advise you to look elsewhere. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, this is good for, like, you know, a little bit off-road trails and everything. And I don't think I have enough juice to do this, huh?
That thing's gonna whip on this.
Ah, shoot. Watch this. I've got throttle. All right. A little bit of a chain slap, but that's okay because they don't have a guard on it. I mean, I need a guard on mine, on my bike also, because I do the same thing with this one. Wow, that car's misfiring. But like I say, the bike handles perfect.
Last time when I jumped this, I bottled up my shots really hard.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna make an example of me. So this is what we're gonna be doing now. We're gonna be doing some more technical off-road stuff in a minute, but right now we're gonna do a little top speed and show you what I'm talking about. So let's see here. We need to go somewhere where we can do a top speed right quick, okay? Whoa, what the? Oh man, what's going on? All right, I tell you what, son, we're gonna go that way, and then we'll figure out what's going on that way. Ready? Yeah. Okay.
Probably it's time.
So we're getting. All right. Something's going on out that way. Yeah, I know. Doing a little technical off-road trail. We take our fours out here all the time. And that's one thing I like about fat tires though. They are more stable on the really, really sandy situations than the typical tires that we run on our 5,000 watt bikes, the 2.6 Smart Sound. So anyways, about the Troxus e-bike. So it's really stable off-road. And really there's nothing really to complain about, you know, e-bikes in general, because I mean, if you want to really, really nitpick, you can nitpick about the brakes, you nitpick about the sound of the motor. I mean, that's what you're going to get. You know, there might be some motors that might be a little quieter than others. But like I say, this is a geared driven hub motor. So you're going to hear those gears inside the hub motor. So anyways, we got some shares bike there out there in the woods. So we're gonna go ahead and do a speed run right quick. We're gonna go up here. Woo, man, it is so hot today. So other than that, shifter works great and everything. Like I said, I like those the trigger shifter. E-bike kid has one of his too, same design and everything, and I think they work great. I prefer these over the twist shifters. The other shifter look like Mickey Mouse and everything. So here we go. So here's the speed test. I got the power meter set. Is at 0 watts now. So we're gonna do full throttle all the way to 20. Okay, ready, son? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. So the power comes off soft. We're hitting at 820, 900 watts. 900, then it's gonna drop down to, when it gets to 20 miles an hour, it's gonna drop that down to 240 watts. So we're at 280 right now. 400 because now we're slowing down. So I noticed that when it gets up to 20, it slows down, but the power comes on very soft. Now, all right, slow down. All right, now we're gonna do pedal assist. Now I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm not finna pedal like my life depends on it, you know what I mean? Like running out of pedal, like I know some YouTubers call it ghost pedaling and everything, but I'm just gonna just get it enough cadence so that I can just turn the crank so that the way the sensor can just know that I'm actually pedaling. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. All right, 1, 2, go. Okay, we start pedaling. All right, power's coming on. 700, 900, 900 watts. And I'm just slowly pedaling. Slowly pedaling. Damn, there's a lot of traffic coming. So I'm just slowly pedaling. 800. 27 miles an hour. 27 miles an hour we just did right there. But the weirdest thing, like I was saying, the weirdest thing about it is that the pedal assist has more power accelerating than the throttle does. That's just so weird to me though. Come on, wanna go to the park? All right. All right. There's so much traffic today. I mean, just crazy when you're doing a review on the e-bike, you know, you're getting all these cars coming out of nowhere. Ready? All right, come on. So I noticed a lot of people were saying about the hub motor, how loud it is and everything. I mean, and it's very loud, but it's not to the point where it sounds like a motorcycle, a supercharger or something like that. But you know, it's adequate. You know, I mean, this is what when you get a, you know, when you actually get a gear drive hub motor. You know what I'm saying? And Bafang, you know, Bafang is known to make good motors, so you're gonna get a good motor regardless. You know. But anyways, love the display. All right, turn son that way. We're gonna go that way. So I love the display and everything. It's big, it's bright, it has all the basic functions that you need. You know, you don't really need a lot of. I mean, it works when you want to work. So we're going to take the sidewalk right quick. I mean, it has your miles an hour. I mean, at nighttime, oh my God, at nighttime, this bad boy is bright. I mean, you then have to put on some sunglasses just to see the darn thing. I'm just kidding, but when you turn the lights on, the headlights, it'll dim to where you can actually see it and everything. So that's really no grabbing that. But the seat is actually adequate. You can ride this for a while, but it will get a little to the point where it's going to be uncomfortable. So if you're going to be doing a long haul journey on this e-bike, I advise you to upgrade to a more comfortable seat. But other than that, the seat's okay. All right, we're at 60 miles an hour. We're gonna do a brake check. All right, I'm gonna do it on the grass. 1, 2, 3. Oh man. Okay, they lock up the wheels. Like I say, brakes, there's no issue. You don't need to worry about replacing hydraulic brakes, you know what I mean? So, well, if y'all pedal, just don't try to pedal like your life depends on it. Just pedal, you know, gradually, and you're gonna have way more power just doing pedal assist than you will throttle. So I'm using pedal assist now. I'm not even using throttle. Then when you want to slow down, just stop pedaling. All right, here we go. All right. So this bad boy delivered 880 watts already, going uphill. And you see my leg, I'm just barely pedaling. I'm letting the bike do all the work. See that? 24 miles an hour. Now we're going downhill. 29 miles an hour. Okay, now the bike dropped off to about 80 watts. 100, 200, so we found the limit. The top speed on this bike is about 28 miles an hour. When it gets about 29, it wants to flatline. So there's a limit right there too. Man, but I tell you one thing, this bike is fast. It's not faster than an e-bike is, but it's fast. I mean, fastest e-bike I rode so far, as far as out of the box e-bike. Oh yeah, all right, stop sign. Woo! Stop sign, stop sign. Okay, nobody coming, let's go. All right. I know, right? All right, so we got the Troxus Lynx out here at nighttime, and we're gonna show you how bright these the headlight and the tail light is. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna turn the power on. I'm gonna show you how bright the display is too. Can't even really see it. You see how bright that display is? That's for the brightness on the daytime. Now we're gonna turn the headlight on. It's gonna dim on you. All right. So you see how bright that the headlight is? That's pretty bright. That's pretty bright. So you shouldn't have no problem seeing the roadway at nighttime. The tail light is bright. So we're gonna do a walk around on it. So that is a bright headlight right there. The brightest headlight I saw far as out of the box e-bike is, you know. Obviously that DIY e-bikes like myself, you know, we get bright headlights like Magic Shine. I like them. But as far as this e-bike right here is, the Troxus Lynx, it has a very bright headlight. The display is so visible at night, you can see exactly where you're going. And then the tail light lights up. So I'm gonna show you the brake light. So there's the brake light there. So so that blinks right there. So that way let people know that you're stopping. So yeah, it's a good setup. You have no problem seeing this bike at nighttime, and you shouldn't have no problem seeing the road. So yeah, so that's the Troxus Lynx at nighttime, and it's pretty good. All right, so there you have it. That is my review of the Troxus Lynx, and like I said, it's a fun bike, lots of fun on it. Brakes work good so far. Bright at night. Incredible build. Far as I been reviewing e-bikes and everything, and like I say on my previous statements, that love the welds on this thing, and it's just well put together, you know what I mean? So the unboxing experience was pretty good, and love this wood grain back rack right here. I was planning on utilizing this, but it just looks so good. I just don't want to ruin the finish on it, so I might just leave that as that, you know what I mean? If I want to do something, I'll probably put a towel back here just to protect the wood and everything if I need to carry something like that, you know? So all in all, good e-bike. And it's about time I'm doing this video. I believe it's about $1,900 for this e-bike, you know what I mean? So if you go on their website, the Troxus website, and to the links and everything, you should be able to find a good price on this e-bike. So anyways, that's my conclusion of this review. Stay tuned of a long-term view on this e-bike, you know, saying what worked, what didn't work and everything, how good the range is, you know what I mean? So and how good the front shocks the front forks will hold up, you know. And yeah, so that's about it for this Troxus review. This is your boy E-Bike Guy, and this is the E-Bike Guy channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.